Hi, this is Lok. Welcome to the Practisim Designer tutorial series. In this video, we'll cover simulation and Dryfire. So what I have here is a stage that I designed previously, and I want to play it or simulate it if you like. And there are two modes of doing this. First one I'm going to cover is simulation. So simulation allows you to play the stage as you would play in a typical FPS game like Counter-Strike or Call of Duty or anything that's very similar to that. And so in order to do that, you can just switch over to the simulation mode or just hit F10. And once you're in simulation mode, now you can see that your gun is in front of you and you move around just like a normal FPS game. You're basically walking around. If you want to run, you can hold on shift and then you're basically running much faster. And then you can shoot by using the left mouse button. Or if you want to prefer to look down the sights, you can right click to aim down sights, and what we call ADS mode, right? And you can shoot the target like that, and you can see that the bullet holes will be shown on the target itself. And you have different sounds. You have the shells ejecting and so forth. You can reload the gun by hitting R, or you can even change your gun by hitting 1 on the keyboard. You can change it to maybe a Glock for production, a CZ for production, carry optics gun, and then an open gun. So we only have 4 guns for you right now. I know some people have requested 4 shotguns and ARs. So I'll figure a time to do that later. And so in order to simulate, let's say this one allows you to start from anywhere in the shooting area. So what I'll do is I'll just start here, for instance. And then if you look at the timer in the top, center top section, you can hide the timer by hitting Y, or you can hit H to hide your gun if you want to. But then in this case, I want my gun because I need to aim through the sights. And in order to start the timer, I can just hit enter. So let's give it a go.
Are you ready? Stand by. If you're finished, unload and show clear. If clear, hammer down and holster. Range is clear.
As you can see, it will look at all your hits. They'll tell you that you had a 2 Alpha and 1 Charlie hit on the swinger. As you can see, it's 2 Alpha, 1 Charlie. And then 1 hit on the popper, 3 Alpha on all of the targets. So you can go to verify if you want to. Okay, 3 Alpha, 3 Alpha, 3 Alpha. I had 2 barrel hits here. I had a barrel hit over here and there's a barrel hit here as I was walking into that last position. So there you go. You can play this like a game. Pretty fun. The other more advanced feature is called Dryfire. Dryfire is designed for people who want to put this on a big screen, strap on their actual real gun, and then run through the stage as a Dryfire practice. Dryfire also works with laser trainers, so if you have one of those projector systems that detect a laser hit on the wall, you can also use this with those systems. But those require some configuration. How do you configure Dryfire? The thing about Dryfire mode is you are basically looking at the screen, and there's no way for you to be close to a keyboard to move your character around, right? And so you need to do that by establishing waypoints on areas within the stage design where you want to go, where you want to move the player as they are doing the Dryfire. So to simulate what I've done earlier, I need a waypoint here, then I need a waypoint somewhere over here as I'm shooting this, and then I need the last waypoint at the end. And in order to do that, I drop waypoints. They are under the stage marker section. So if you go to stage marker category, you see that I have a few items here, basically a start position, and waypoints. Okay, so let's do this. Let's add a start position. And I say the start position, I'm going to start here. And then I will add my first waypoint. Let's say facing this direction. And right in the middle of the waypoint, it tells you what the waypoint number is. In this case, 01. And then this is a standing position waypoint and delays for 2 seconds. That means you stand there for 2 seconds. Okay. And let's create the next, and you can rotate this however you like, and this will determine which angle you're looking at. So let's say I want to stand here and look at this barrel here, and let's clone this and move it over here. I want the second waypoint to look this direction. Okay, so since I'm going to stand here for 2 seconds, I don't think 2 seconds is enough to shoot these 2 targets. Alright, so I'm just going to make waypoint number 2 somewhere around here, and I want to stand here for maybe 5 seconds, right? So I'm just, if you look at this menu here, you have crouch, prone, tilt, delay time, and you can export it. So if, let's say if I want to add delay time, I just hit the square brackets here to increase to 5 seconds. So this waypoint here is 5 seconds. And then this waypoint over here for 2 seconds because I'm only shooting one target. And then move to the last position here for another 2 seconds. So that's waypoint 4. So what you're looking at here is you start here, you move up forward for 2 seconds, you move over here for 5 seconds, you move over here for 5 seconds as well, and then you move forward to the last waypoint for 5 seconds. So maybe 5 seconds too long. Let's decrease this to 2 seconds, and let's decrease this one to how much time you want to spend in this particular area depends, right? It all depends on how you design your stage, and you know how much time to spend at a certain place after running through this a few times. So let's say this is what I wanted to do, right? And so now when I go to Dryfire mode, which is F9, so I hit the Dryfire mode, it looks like a simulation mode but without the gun because you want it to be full screen. And then the timer's up there if you need to, otherwise if you don't want it, you can just hide the timer. And so now to start, all I have to do is just hit enter, and you automatically move to the start position. And then you can click, you can just do bang bang, bang bang, it stays here for 5 seconds. And then it moves there for 3 seconds, and then move to the end for another 3 seconds.
If you're finished, unload and show clear. If clear, right, hammer down and holster. Are you ready?
You can hit enter to continue again. Draw a gun, bang bang, bang bang, bang bang. Or if you use laser trainer, it basically, every shot is a mouse click. And so it will look like this when you are actually shooting.
If you're finished, unload and show clear.
So let me run through that again.
Ready? Stand by.
Bang, shoot the popper, move over here, and then move to the next position, last position, like that.
If you're finished, unload and
reset. So that's how Dryfire mode looks like. Now what's really interesting is it still requires the keyboard. As you can see, I hit enter to start again, I hit delete to reset. But what if I just want to continue running these over and over again, but I want the ability to use my gun, my laser trainer for instance, to shoot at a spot to reset, right? And so there's this item called shoot to start. If I switch over to Dryfire mode now, I'll step back from the computer, right? I'm not at my keyboard or mouse. I'm going to step back, put on my gear, my belt, put on my gun, ready to go. I'm going to draw the gun, I'm just going to shoot this, and it will start the system.
Are you ready? Stand by.
And then I draw, and then shoot this. Turn over here. Oh no! There you go.
If you're finished, unload and show clear. If clear, hammer down and holster. Range is clear.
And because it being Dryfire mode, it will continue to loop over and over again, so that you can do this again. Over and over again.
If you're finished, unload and show clear.
So you holster your gun,
hammer
right?
down and holster.
And then goes back to the first position. So as you can see, this is really good for training.
Ready?
If you want to end, you just shoot this, and you'll end the whole Dryfire mode, so it doesn't continue going through the loop. And so it's very cool, right? You can go to Stage Central, or you can design your own stage, and then put on your belt, and then use this in Dryfire. I think this is a pretty cool training system that people enjoy. But obviously, having a laser-based Dryfire system will require you to buy that system, which we don't sell. Somebody else sells it. You can buy them from anywhere. But they're pretty pricey. They're like more than $2,000 for the whole laser, the camera, the projector, and so forth. So there you go. That is the Dryfire mode and the simulation mode built into Practisim Designer.